Hey everybody, I'm Emily Roberts. Welcome to our Mindful Monday Zoom call. If you've never done this before, all you have to do is sit there and look pretty, or you can even turn your camera off. We are going to cover a couple of things tonight. 5 things when you're feeling stuck in your plexus business that you can get started and start implementing right away to get you out of that funk, to get you out of excuse mode, and just to create momentum in your business again, things to help you focus. So I hope that you kind of take what I am sharing, absorb it, and then apply it immediately to your businesses. So first and foremost, I want to start with this. Being stuck is a feeling, not a fact. You guys, it is not etched in stone. When you feel stuck, that is a feeling. You feel stuck, but you can get out of that. I wanted to share a picture with you guys. I'll have to find it later. But it's a picture of my little boy. He had been climbing. It was when he first started to crawl, and he was probably about 9 months old. And my mother-in-law had this skinny, long table, and he was climbing on it and crawling in and out. And then he started crying. Well, I was cooking dinner, so I turned around, and I bust out laughing because he literally has his feet up in the air, and he's bent in half, and he had fallen in between the wall and this table. He was literally stuck. But the cool thing about having a mom or best friends, supporters, encouragers in this business or in your life, I was able to go and scoop him out, and he wasn't stuck. So it's a feeling. You feel stuck, or you might actually be stuck physically, but it's not a place that you are in your business. I hate it so much when people tell me they're stuck, because I like to ask them a couple questions. Like, for instance, how many people did you talk to today? And if you only talk to your toddler or your dog, that doesn't count. So let's kind of dive in and talk about some things that we can do to create action and momentum so that we're not feeling stuck. The first idea is to start implementing this. So if you have a pen and paper, I want you to write this down. It's 3, 2, 1, ATM. Just like you go to the ATM, 3, 2, 1, ATM. And I'm going to explain to you what this little acronym means. This is something that every single one of us can do right now in this moment in our businesses. Stop plugging yourself into 5,000 ideas. There's always going to be someone great at Instagram. There's always going to be someone great at Facebook. There's always going to be that person referring you to the next great book, or you need to watch this Facebook Live, or maybe your upline is tagging you on all these amazing things. Stop it. I want you to focus. When there's too many ideas, you just got to shake them off and stick to one thing. This one thing will be 3, 2, 1, ATM. So that means 3 social media posts a day, 2 personal, 1 health related. 2 personal, 1 health related. So 3 posts a day, and that could be on Facebook or Instagram or both or whatever you use. 2 is 2 new contacts. You need to talk to 2 new people a day. This is a numbers game, right? Our business and network marketing, there's 7 billion people on the planet. That you have good odds there when it comes to people that don't know or have any idea about plexus. It's obviously smart to start in your warm market and in your community, but the beauty of it is that you have 7 billion people to talk to. So 2 new people a day. I think we can all handle that. And lastly, 1. Follow up with 1 person. You know that person you reached out to the last 4th of July special, or maybe around Christmas time? Go follow up with them. Go follow up with 1 person, and you will feel accomplished. It's awesome when we can just accomplish 1 little thing. Those little things will add up, and then that is what propels us into momentum, because we feel like we are getting it done. So that's 3, 2, 1. Now the second half of this is ATM. A stands for adding them. And this is something new that we are going to start tonight as a team. I love taking pressure off of you guys. I like making you feel confident and secure in choosing Plexus and in choosing these products. So we are going to create a Hey Rockstars testimony page. This is something that a lot of you are already doing for your customers. So we're just going to kind of compile that into one place. It's going to be our testimony time page, where there will only be testimonies and corporate specials for them to order or join. That is it. There will be rules in place. Obviously, we'll have that in the description. But this is a place for you guys to plug in your potential so you don't feel like you have to do all the talking all the time. Do I love three-way messages? Yes, and we'll get to that in a minute. But this is going to be another tool in your toolbox that you can use off of your Facebook. Some of you go a little plexus crazy on Facebook and on social media, and you overwhelm your people. You overwhelm your people and they can't focus on one thing with Plexus because you're constantly sharing that. They don't even know what you had for dinner anymore because all they see are your Plexus posts. So this is going to give you an opportunity to plug them into one place, one environment full of belief, full of Plexus goodness when it comes to the products and when it comes to people using the products. So the A for ATM is adding them to the testimony page. The T is going to be tag them on their specific testimony. We're going to have a testimony for just about everything. We will have the disclaimer at the top of the page, but you are going to find the testimony that suits them, whether it's a diamond documentary or a product testimony, whether they want the business or they need these products. You're going to find that testimony for them and you're going to tag them on it. So A is adding them to the testimony page, simple. T is tag them on their testimony. And M, message them and ask if they read it or watched it. It's very similar to that one follow-up a day from the 3-2-1. So let's recap real fast. 3-2-1. 3 is 3 social media posts a day, 2 personal, 1 health related. 2 new contacts, talking to 2 new people daily, y'all. This is simple. 1 is following up with 1 person. ATM, A, adding them to our new testimony page. T, tagging them on their specific testimony that they need to hear or watch or read. M is message and ask if they have read it or watched it. And then jumping or piggybacking on the message part, you can throw them in a 3-way chat with your upline. If your upline's not comfortable, add them into a 3-way chat with me, Yvonne, or Holly. We love this kind of stuff. And if you feel like they need that third-party validation to seal the deal and the testimony page isn't enough, get them in a 3-way chat and watch what happens. I want you to know this, and I want you to write this down in all caps. Shoot, I want you to tattoo it across your chest, right? No regrets. No, I'm just kidding. I want you to write this down. You, or actually write the word I because you're speaking about yourself. So I have already chosen success. Guess what? When you clicked join, whenever your join date was, you chose success. And Plexus and the people and the current promotions happening all over and the diamonds, like we're all proof of that. So I want you to write that down in all caps. I have already chosen success. This isn't a lottery ticket, you guys. This isn't something that you just join and, oh, voila, you have all these amazing potentials. No, it is network marketing. So when you feel stuck, it's because you're not doing that work part of the network marketing. We can market ourselves all the time. We can post on Facebook all the time, post on Instagram all the time, but you got to do some work with that. And so when you are feeling stuck in a rut or discouraged or, well, so-and-so's doing this or so-and-so quit and she's doing this, but stop it. Why are you here? You chose Plexus because you chose success and you saw something futuristically or currently that drew you in. And I want you to remember that. So write it down in all caps. I have already chosen success. You're here. You're still here. The products still work. Even 5 years later, 3 years later, 2 months later, however long you've been here. I want us to think of the movie Finding Nemo. Raise your hand if you've seen Finding Nemo. Almost all of us. If you have children, like you've probably seen it 1,000 times, right? So I want you to kind of think of Dory from Finding Nemo, or maybe you've seen Finding Dory, either one. And you have Ellen DeGeneres, she plays Dory, and that's the fish that has short-term memory loss. So she's kind of like, like looking 100 different ways, has 100 different things going through her idea. That's kind of how I feel like a lot of us are in our Plexus businesses right now. We're kind of like, oh, that's a good idea. But wait, that's a good idea. Oh, I should maybe try that. Oh, maybe I need to try that. Oh, I need to do this. How many of you feel like Dory right now? Like you feel like you're kind of being pulled in 100 directions because you want something to work for you. We're not going to be Dory anymore. I want you to think of the end of the movie, Finding Nemo, when Dory and Nemo get caught up in that net with all those fish, right? They're swimming in the bay and those fishermen scoop up all those fish. And Dory and Nemo get the fish's attention. They want them to focus. They want them to focus. And once they get all the fish to focus and swim downward, that whole net goes downward, right? They're in the midst of this obstacle, this crisis. And they're like, focus, and they say, swim, swim. And all of the fish get together and they swim downward and they break the net and they break free. That is what 3-2-1 ATM is going to be for you. It's going to help you focus. It's going to help you break free of that net or whatever is in your freaking way, right? So we're going to be the fish. We're going to just keep swimming, yes, but we're going to be the fish that focus. that work together to move forward. I want us to be in a season of momentum. It is freaking tax season. People are getting money that they usually don't have to start journeys that they've always wanted. And Plexus is going to be a part of that. You have people in your network somewhere, somehow, that need what we have, and it's up to you to get it to them. So when we come together, we can create massive movement, and none of us will feel stuck because we're all doing the same thing. So whatever you're working on, I know the Glam Squad thing is coming up, that's fine. I know there's some corporate things that are always going to be out there like specials or whatever, that's fine. But when it comes to you and your business and creating a solid foundation, every single day you can implement 321 ATM. The testimony page will not go anywhere. So when you're doing your 321, and if you're doing it every single day, even the days when you don't feel like it, you're constantly going to have new people that you can add to the testimony group. Now, one thing that I want to mention is when you start messaging people. I know that many of you are fearful of rejection and getting that message that says, stop, I don't care, I don't want to know about Plexus, whatever. I was that person for a very long time. I was bitter and angry because I tried everything, including the pills that make you have diarrhea at Walmart. I'm telling y'all, I tried it all. So when this person comes knocking on my door telling me about Plexus, I didn't want to hear it. I was sick of it. I was sick of trying all the things. I didn't want to try all the things. So you're going to have people like that, but you have to understand it's not you. They're not telling you to go away. They're telling that idea of something else they have to try to go away, because we've all tried it all, and it's frustrating when you want to feel good and you feel like crap. So when it comes to ATM and you're messaging people and you're trying to figure out new ways to reach out, because you have to talk to new people. And if you're not in the mood to talk to people, what are you doing in a network marketing business? Just throwing that out there. The truth might hurt just a tad, but we constantly are coming in contact with someone, whether it's the mailman, the FedEx guy, you work a 9 to 5, you have tons of people you come in contact with, or if you're just a keyboard courage warrior, talk to people, all right? So if you're talking to 2 new people a day, here are some ways that you can message them. You could send out a different type of message every week. So for instance, this week, I'm going to focus on one product. So my go-to product is usually Plexus Slim, because that's the easiest to send samples out about. But I will message 2 people a day, hey, you want to try my pink drink? Most of the time, like literally 98% of the time, they say yes. Those 2% of people that say no, I might unfriend them, or I might say, okay, I'll ask you in a couple weeks. Oh, today's not a good day. Well, I hope that you say yes one day, because this stuff's going to make you happier than you are today. Whatever it may be. But that's usually my go-to. We have 18 products. That is 18 weeks of messages, because once a week you can message people about our products. Hey, you want to try my BioCleanse product? Hey, you want to try X Factor? And if you don't want to say that, you say, hey, do you take a multivitamin? That is a conversation starter. And if they don't want to hear it, okay, too bad, so sad. Go on with your bad self. Remember that little term, go for no? Well, that's going to help you not feel stuck. When you're going for no and you're creating momentum and you have that confidence because what you're taking works, look at your side-by-side picture. Look at my side-by-side picture. These products work. If you're just getting started and you've only been here for a month or 2, or maybe you've only taken this business seriously for a month or 2, you're doing the right thing. Don't stop. Keep going. I want you to know why. Because when you get that first $10,000 paycheck, you're going to call me crying and you say, Emily, you were right. You're going to call Yvonne crying and say, Yvonne, you were right. You're going to call Holly crying and say, Holly, you were right. $10,000 is going to change your life. It may not happen for 4 years. It may happen in the next 4 months. I don't know. I don't know what you're going to take action. I don't know what you're going to do right now, but it's Monday and it's a good place to start. So we're not going to be stuck anymore. We're going to implement these things right now. We're going to message people. Yes, that was not a mouth typo. $10,000 paycheck. When you get that paycheck, because all of you are working hard and that will happen for you, you are going to say, thank you. You'll probably be crying and hysterical. I'll have to calm you down. I have to bring you some wine, but it's going to happen. Okay. This is what happens in Plexus when you keep going. So, all of us have already written down in all caps, I have already chosen success. Scotty's walking by with the baby like, help. All right. So we'll wrap this up quickly, but we are all choosing success every single day when we say yes to Plexus. 321 ATM, that is something that we are going to stick to. We are going to focus. When we focus, these are some things that you can focus on. One, your tools. You have the tools to overcome every single obstacle in your Plexus business. You have those tools. Google is a free tool. Google is something that I use on a regular basis, whether it's to look up an inspirational quote, some scriptures, whatever I need to feel good about myself in business. Google's got my back. You have the power to move forward, all right? So when you're moving forward in this business, I want you to know that the power comes from you. Action cures all ailments. When you get to this hiccup in the road and you're like, well, crap, I was silver and all my 3 people quit. Now what do I do? You go find 3 more new people. Maybe it wasn't for them. Maybe their timing was off. You just never know. That doesn't mean you suck. That just means their timing was off and you just keep going. You are never, ever, 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 ever stuck. You usually, this is going to hurt some feelings. I'm going to step on some toes. When you say I am stuck, you are saying I have an excuse. I have an excuse. I don't want to message so-and-so because blank. Here's the thing. You can come up with excuses all day long, but instead what I would like for you to do is come up with a reason why you're making that excuse. I want you to write down what is in your way instead. So for instance, I don't want to message Michelle because she intimidates me because she's with another network marketing company. I don't want to message David because he posted a hateful status about Plexus. Okay, you have put it out there, what makes you uncomfortable. That doesn't mean that person doesn't need Plexus. That just means it's going to suck when you hit the enter button and you hit send, but that's just 5 seconds of suck, right? Imagine 5 years of greatness and that person says, yeah, I've been waiting for you to message me, right? So you have the power to move forward. You just have to get out of your own way. You are capable. You, Kayla, are capable. You, Amanda, you, Cassandra, you, Tessa, you, Molly. And those are the only names I'm seeing right now, but you are capable. You are here in this moment right now for a reason, and that is for me to tell you that you've got this. You've chosen success. You are doing it. It's just in your timing. It's not a race. You guys, this is not a race. I know there are shiny things. There will always be shiny things out there left and right, distracting you, telling you, come over to my side, the dark side, whatever. No, nobody is like Plexus. We have a compensation plan out of this world where you can earn money 11 ways, and we're not binary. For instance, if we had a binary comp plan, when I went diamond, Holly and Yvonne would have lost me this whole entire leg because of that type of comp plan. We don't have that with Plexus. We get to stick together and work together. We have the power to surpass our uplines. That's so cool that there's no cap on what we do with our success. So I want you to think about that. You have a choice right now in this moment to say, I am stuck or I am not staying here. So you decide that right now. I want you to make that decision and I want you to own it. I want you right now to say, I have chosen success and I'm not staying stuck. I'm going to move forward and I'm going to focus. That's all I have for you guys. I hope that you kind of take this and run with it. I got to go feed a cranky baby. So I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Please share your takeaways on the team page. And I hope you guys have a great night. I'll get this recording up soon on YouTube.